Well, hello, Chris Hemsworth.
Well, g'day, Graham.
Now, as Thor, you've got a hammer. In the Huntsman, you've got an axe. As an Aussie, how good are you with a boomerang? Let's see.
I'm amazing. Watch
Okay,
this.
let's see.
Watch this.
Oh.
Let's start the show! Welcome all. Yes. Yeah, thank you very much. Lovely to see you all. Two things to say. Okay, two things to say. Firstly, very exciting, under one person's seat tonight are the keys to this brand new car. So have a look if you want. Have a look. There you go. By the way, the second thing, April Fool. Some people got genuinely excited. Yes, today is April Fool's Day. So let's get our guests on. Later, we'll have music and chat from Raleigh Ritchie. Yeah. But first, from Green Winged episodes, he's one of Britain's finest comedy actors, now starring in supernatural crime drama Houdini and Doyle. It's Stephen Mangan, everybody. There he is. A three-piece suit. Yeah, you really did it. This Hollywood star began her career at the age of 3, and her hit films range from Bring It On, An Interview with a Vampire, to Spider-Man. Now starring in the indie sci-fi thriller Midnight Special. Please welcome Kirsten Dunst. Oh, hello. Hi, welcome back. Lovely to see you. Come in. Stephen, Kirsten. She wowed us with her performances in 0 Dark 30, The Help and The Martian. Now she's kicking ass in The Huntsman, Winter's War. It's always a pleasure to welcome Jessica Chastain, everybody! Oh! Hello! Look at you! Kicky ass. Sit down.
Hello.
And joining Jessica is the Huntsman himself. He's the god of thunder from down under. Please welcome Chris Hemsworth! Have a seat, too. Oh, good. Very nice to see you all.
Nice to
Lovely.
see you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Was there some bonding backstage? Was it all good?
Yep.
Yeah.
Good boomerang throwing.
Thank you.
That.
I was so impressed with that.
We
rehearsed all week for that, didn't we?
It's in your blood.
Yeah, I was born with a boomerang. So
Yeah, of course you were.
Yeah.
Can you really do it?
I could throw it. I don't know if it's going to come back.
So essentially, in your hands, it's a stick.
It's a stick. I hit you in the head like a...
Now, it is April Fool's Day, and Kirsten Dunst, you really, you liked it a lot as growing up, didn't you?
Oh yeah. Well, it was one of my cat's birthdays too, so it was a special holiday for me. But also, it's a good time to tell your mom you're pregnant. Like,
Sorry?
I always would tell my mom I was pregnant. And, you know, depending on my age, she was either really excited or very disappointed in me. But she falls for it every year.
Still no joy. One day. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, we must say a big congratulations, because there is a brand new daddy on our couch, Mr. Stephen Mangan.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Was it this time last week?
It's exactly a week. He's a week old today.
How are you here?
I know.
You must
This is
be
a holiday
so
for me.
tired. Yeah, you can drink.
I couldn't
no,
wait
you're not
to
even drinking.
No, I can't drink. I'm doing the night shift.
Breastfeeding.
Oh, that's what it's lovely. This is number 3.
Number 3. Yeah.
So is it all boys now?
All 3 boys.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it was a little surprise, this one.
Oh, really?
A little pleasant. If it was a girl, we would have called it Scylla. Surprise, surprise. I was filming. We were about to do a take. I got a text from my wife, a picture of the positive pregnancy test with WTF next to it. The first came up to me and said, "Can we go for a take?" I said, "Just give me 1 second." Went around the corner, went... and then came back and carried on. It was fine.
So, I mean, but you know how it happened.
I think so. We need to work that out.
Yeah, you really need to work
We really
backwards.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because how many have you got now, Chris?
3, I think, yeah. You kind of lose track of them, though, you know. 1 was easy, then 2 and 3, and they get busy.
Oh, OK.
They go in different directions constantly.
But now, you've made the choice to bring your children back to Australia.
Yeah, yeah.
So were they all born in America and then you brought them back?
No, my daughter was born here in London, actually.
Oh, right.
Yep. And then the boys were born in America. And we moved back to Australia and live there.
Now, you've posted pictures online, and it makes me think, was bringing your children back there that wise? Like, you post this, but, like, that's your house. That's your living room.
Yeah, that is, that's, yeah, one of the bedrooms, yeah.
Is it one of the children's bedrooms?
Occasionally, yeah.
And then,
not since that snake lives there.
And then you post this one as well. Like, is that in your house?
It is, yeah. They're better than paparazzi, though, those animals.
Okay.
There's a lot more paparazzi in our life.
I would take paparazzi over the spider and the snake.
Yeah. You know that snake, what you don't see, we'd had a couple of drinks that night when we discovered that snake in the bedroom. And
I love Australia. I love Australia. We had a few drinks when we found the snake in the bedroom.
It was a Friday or Saturday night, and we're all standing there going, "What is it?" And someone's like, "It's a brown snake, which can kill you, very quickly." Someone's like, "No, it's a tree python. It's something else. It's this." And I just launched into like action mode, grabbed it by the tail, picked it up, and everyone starts freaking out, and it starts to kind of coil itself back up toward me, which is getting ready to strike. And I remember thinking, "What the hell am I doing?" So I just kind of threw the snake back into the bedroom and shut the door. And we don't go in that bedroom anymore. Just got a nail, boarded that thing up.
We have a little mobile with stars and suns on it that just goes around.
Boring. Kirsten, big animal lover, Kirsten Dunst as well.
Yeah.
But now cats, you've already mentioned a cat. Cats are your first love.
Well, I do like cats. I don't know about my first love, but yeah, I'm a cat person.
Okay, and you just got a new cat.
Well, that cat adopted me.
Oh, I see. So
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah.
Like, did it wander in?
Yeah, I just wandered in, started feeding, and now he sleeps in bed with me every night. So he's just like my cat, yeah.
It is weird. You would never do that with a person. Like, it's so specific to animals.
Yeah.
And what's the name of the cat?
Tito. I thought it was a boy for the longest time. Usually those orange stripy cats are boys. I don't know why I know this. But then my friend came over and was like, those are very small. I don't think that's a boy.
But even girls don't have small
I was like, okay, if it's he, she, whatever it is, I don't care. Still, Tito's a fine name for it, and so yeah, it's a boy.
But I think this is a picture of Tito. Tito is such a boy. Look at that. That is a boy. Look at the man spread on that.
It's got a third leg, or is that its tail? Definitely a boy.
That is a very, very
looks
cute
like
cat.
he wants a hug, really.
Yeah.
He wants a beer and some chips.
Is that the way he sits all the time?
No, he's just mid-lick.
Oh.
Very clean.
Oh, those tiny he was just making them clean. Yeah. They're small, but they're really clean. Yeah. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we must talk about The Huntsman, Winter's War. It opens on April the 4th, which is next Monday, and obviously it stars Chris Hemsworth. You are the huntsman. Well, Jessica Chastain, you're also a huntsman.
Yes.
Or a hunts person.
I'm a hunts person. That is a very PC, politically correct word.
But now, you weren't in the first one, so how did you get into this one?
In the first movie, The Huntsman, Eric has a speech about his wife and this former love, and I play that. It's a prequel and a sequel. So I'm Sarah.
Yeah, it picks up the backstory of my character with the love of his life, who we think he loses, and then Ravenna, played by Charlize Theron, who was evil and fantastic in the first film, is back, but she has a sister who's equally as evil and cunning, which is played by Emily Blunt, and she's the Frost Queen, the Ice Queen, and
she's like our mommy dearest in this movie.
Yeah, very twisted kind of relationship.
Yeah.
She loses her child, so then raises an army, which is us, but says, do not love. That's the one rule that is bestowed upon the kingdom. So we break that rule, fall in love, and all hell breaks loose.
It really does. Yeah. And there's nods to Frozen. There's nods to lots of fairy tales along the way.
Less singing than Frozen, but
there is less singing.
My favorite was your solo, though.
Yeah.
You want to sing a little bit of that now? I'm sure everyone would love to hear it.
People will be sitting through the movie like,
when does he sing?
It's an hour and a half in, still no song.
He sang in between.
Yes, we did.
And is it true that, Jessica, you're in it because Chris was the person who asked you?
Well, I mean, I loved the first film, and then Chris and I met at the Critics' Choice Awards, and he was so nice, and I said, listen, I'm not interested in doing a movie like this if I'm playing the wife that stays at home while the husband goes out and has all the cool stuff. And he's like, no, 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 you're gonna kick some... Am I allowed to say ass?
Ass, yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna kick some ass.
In fact, I remember you saying, do I get to kick some ass?
Yeah, I did, actually.
We'll make sure of it. And she does. She kicks my ass in the film and kicks many other asses.
Yeah.
A lot of ass kicking, if you like that.
The last time I was here, I think I took you to the ground.
You did?
Yeah, it's a little Krav Maga action.
Yeah, no, I remember. I forgot what it was called, but I do remember that.
Yeah.
I think of it sometimes still.
Me too.
We must, Chris, very quickly mention Thor, mostly so we can show this picture.
Sure.
Why would you be embarrassed? God.
It just looks like a lot of dieting and exercise to me. I'm like, oh, thanks, no.
But also, now, apparently, is this true that people... This is odd. So people come up to you and they want you to tell a specific joke.
Oh, they just come and tell me Thor jokes.
Oh, I
So
see.
They yell Thor lines and stuff.
Okay.
Like,
yeah, go.
you know, the joke about the Thor spends a night with this woman and the next morning he says, I have to tell you who I am. You know, I'm Thor. She says, you're Thor, I can hardly walk.
It's a good joke. It's a good joke, ladies and gentlemen.
It's good the first time, the next 27 times. You know?
Now, here's the thing. Stephen Mangan, I would have thought your look is quite unique.
You would think that, wouldn't you?
You would.
I get told I look like everyone's mate. Anyone with curly hair and teeth. Put a horse in a wig and it's me. I get told I look like Elliot Gould, Jerry Seinfeld, Ruud van Nistelrooy, Mika.
Oh, my God.
The donkey from Shrek.
You know, I have to say, though, we have a picture of the donkey of Shrek, and you do look remarkably like it is.
I think the most lovable character.
Separated at birth.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, because I kind of thought, oh, someone's exaggerating. Then we looked at the picture and was like, actually...
It actually does, yeah. Someone said to me, you don't sound like him. I said, well, that's because it's Eddie Murphy. Of course I don't sound like him.
Oh, dear. Now, Kirsten Dunst, your new movie is a midnight special. It opens next Friday. You know this. I'm
Yeah,
really
I
telling
do.
the
I do
people.
know that.
Yeah, like
I know, I'm like, yes, you're right.
You'll be interested to
Correct.
find out. You're in a movie called Midnight Special. It opens next Friday. Now, it's part science fiction thriller, part sort of dark family drama. It's a properly sort of original movie. Like, you have not seen this movie before.
Yeah, I mean, it harkens back to, like, Spielberg and Close Encounters and E.T. and that kind of thing, but Jeff Nichols, who also Jessica worked with on Take Shelter, which I love that film if anyone hasn't seen that as well, and Mud as well. He's just, I think, one of the great auteurs of our time, and whatever, you know, anxiety or his personal, you know, struggles with having a son and everything that comes with being a parent, he just purely puts it into his work.
And at the centre of this film is this extraordinary little boy. And playing his mom, do you sort of feel responsible for him?
Well, I mean, yeah, of course, it's my child in the film. I wasn't responsible. It's the whole point of the movie.
Oh, that?
But you meet my character, Sarah, which, did you say your character's name was Sarah, too?
Yeah.
Okay, so my character, the other Sarah.
Wow, that's some lazy writing.
Yeah. You meet my character, she hasn't seen her son in 2 years. And she's been excommunicated from this religious ranch. So the rest of the film is kind of a crusade to get him where he needs to be, these coordinates, let's say. I don't want to give away too much, but it's basically that kind of vibe, yeah.
And he's amazing, that boy.
Yeah, he's a wise little gifted young actor, yeah.
Yeah, and I guess, weirdly, you are in a unique position to know what he's experiencing.
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, you know, the only thing I did say to Jaden was, like, go to normal schools if you can. Like, he's homeschooled, and I always went to, you know, I had prom, I went to the football game, I did everything. So to me, it's a good balance to be able to go back to school and have your friends always.
Yeah, because that time when everyone kind of discovered you in Interview with a Vampire, I mean, how old were you then?
I was 10.
Wow. And for you to be thrown... I mean, did you know who the rest of the cast were?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I watched A River Runs Through It.
No, it's a lot of famous people to be in a movie.
These are so funny, these. Oh, no, it's okay. Good old 90s crimping right there. And, like, long hair on the dudes, yes.
And now this is lovely. So Has Tom Cruise kept in touch since then?
Yeah. He gives me a cake every Christmas. It's this, we call it the Cruise cake at my house. It's just this coconut cake. It's the best coconut cake I've ever had in my life. It's from Doan's Bakery in the Valley, so sorry, everybody. In England, you can't have it unless you go to California. But it's really good. And yeah, we get it every Christmas. Yeah.
How fantastic.
We're like, all our family's like, Cruise cake's here. It's like a major thing. And we all devour it that night. We're like, oh, thank you, Tom. You love it.
That's a lovely thing. And I guess that's a kind of tradition that actors give each other gifts. So, Chris, what did you get Jessica at the end of The Huntsman?
Yeah, what'd you get me, Chris?
Well, how about what did you give me at the start of the Huntsman?
I gave Chris a candle from Lilla Bowood in which you can actually have the person's name on the label.
Which I didn't realise, so I gave it back.
Yeah.
Regan?
Awkward, wasn't it?
Yeah, super awesome.
It smelled funny.
You're never getting them for free now.
No. I thought her trailer started to smell funny, so I lent her the candle.
Oh, you... No.
I never got it back. No?
No, and then I had to tell you, I was like, no, Chris, you can't give me the gift I gave you.
Damn it.
I think you still owe
The
me a
same
gift.
candle?
No,
Was it
no, yeah, it was the same one.
Anyway.
Does Matt LeBlanc buy you really lovely things at the end of episodes?
He does not, no. No, he does not. He doesn't buy me anything.
Are these...
And now he's earning all that Top Gear money. Where's my gift, Matt?
So, essentially, Tom Cruise is ruining it for everyone. He needs to cancel that cake.
So he not only gives presents on wrap, but continuously for years after?
Years after,
See,
yeah.
that's impressive,
years.
isn't it?
Yeah, it is
Wow,
impressive.
wow,
I've
impressive.
never done that, except for my parents.
But they are great.
Yeah, they're really good.
Now, before the interview with the vampire thing, of course, you did lots of commercials. You would,
Yeah.
I mean, you were like the go-to girl for commercials. But you were, though.
Oh, yeah, no, I booked the first commercial I ever went out on. It's like, this kid's a star.
And you were tiny. You were like 3 or something?
I was little, yeah, like 3 years old, I started doing commercial and modeling and stuff in New York, yeah.
But you're going to regular school, so presumably the other kids, did they give you stick for the things you were in?
One, because it was a baby doll that it would put yellow, it would have a diaper you could change. It was like either yellow or brown. And there was a great song that went along with it. So on the bus, I sang that song for a very long time. And that was really great for me. But I was like, I made so much money. I didn't realize at that time. It was just going into the college fund. I was like,
Wow.
I had no idea.
So it won't be traumatic if we show that commercial.
I don't care. It's fine. I was
It's
a cute little girl.
adorable.
I don't care.
It's adorable.
Where
Oh, good.
I am now. It's
Oh,
fine.
good. Yeah, good. Yeah,
It's not a tragedy.
Yeah, it's not like you're trapped here. It's like
story here right now.
This is the only thing people want to talk to me about.
No, we're good.
Anyway, so the product is called Baby Uh-Oh.
Yes, you're right.
That was a great marketing meeting.
Uh-oh.
Baby Uh-Oh.
Very simple, yeah.
Yeah, because it's just...
It weighs itself.
It's soiled itself.
Oh.
Uh-oh, baby, uh-oh. This is like being at home for you, Stephen.
Yeah,
It's worse at home, though. It's like
Actual.
it's real. This stuff wasn't real, no.
It was just colored water.
Okay, good.
So here we are. You're not the main girl. You're the blonde friend. I think you're
Yes.
wearing a pink top. So
Okay.
here's Baby Uh-Oh.
Oh, a dirty diaper. Baby, uh-oh, there she goes. I give her a bottle and then, baby, uh-oh, there she goes. Needs her diaper changed again.
Baby uh-oh gets her diapers dirty. You rinse them clean with warm water.
All clean. Looks like diaper rash. I'll make it better. Baby, uh-oh, there she goes. Looks like her diaper's just wet. Baby, uh-oh, I love her so.
I haven't seen that in so long.
Right.
My mom can be so stoked to see that again.
That is a bizarre product, isn't it?
Yeah, and yeah, it's just training us young. Some good old-fashioned feminism right there.
And now, I come to say, Stephen Mangan, though, in this country, for a long time, you were king of the ads.
I did loads of them, loads. Because I only wanted to do theatre, and you can't earn a living really doing theatre, so I just spent a lot of time subsidising it with commercials, yeah.
But
I
like for-
advertised everything. After 8 minutes, you know, chewing gum, beer, holidays, the donkey from Shrek.
But why were you so castable in ads?
I think because a lot of those adverts have a very beautiful woman and then a characterful man. So who could sell his enjoyment of the product. So whether it's chewing gum or a cup of coffee, you'd drink it and there'd be a... book they seem to like, and it would, you know, give me a lot of work.
But add no more, ladies and gentlemen, because Stephen Mangan's latest show is Houdini and Doyle. Now, Houdini and Doyle, so it's running on Thursday nights on ITV Encore.
Yep. It's on Fox in the States in May, I think. So.
No, because it's a big new show. I mean, it's by the people who made, is it House?
Yeah, the same team, yeah, who did House.
And essentially, it's sort of based on a bit of fact that Arthur Conan Doyle, Sherlock creator, and Houdini were friends. They
were friends, and they did meet up, and they were on opposite ends of the spectrum when it came to the supernatural. Houdini believed all that stuff was utter junk and rubbish, and he spent half his career going around proving that psychics and mystics were just talking out of their arses. And I only pointed to you guys in arses because of that conversation earlier. Talking out of their arses.
Yeah, Jessica.
Yeah. I'll help you with that one.
Arthur Conan Doyle believed in the supernatural, believed in life after death, and wanted to prove it scientifically. So they did meet in real life and clash. And in fact, Arthur Conan Doyle was a huge fan of Houdini's magic shows and would go along and say to Houdini afterwards, what you did up there was magic. And Houdini would say, well, no, it was a trick. And Conan Doyle wouldn't have it. He said, no, it's magic. So I don't know if he was crazy or what, but it's amazing to me, because he created Sherlock, you know, one of the most rational, clear-thinking, logical characters ever created, really. But he also believed that there was something else going on.
And this show pits them together and they're kind of solving crimes.
Yeah.
Right. Now, your wife is in it.
Yes.
Which is great, new baby, Bills.
Yeah.
But then weirdly plays your wife.
She plays my wife in the show, yeah. It's really bizarre working with your actual wife. And she's in a coma to begin with, so she's lying in bed in a coma. And I'm standing at the end of it.
Very good. She's excellent.
She's very still. And I'm standing at the end crying. And it's just peculiar. And also kissing and all that stuff is, you know, it's great. But it's good to see her. Because we filmed it up in Manchester and Liverpool for months on end. Yeah. So it was nice to catch up between comas on the family.
But also then, presumably when you're making out, people are just going, oh, there's Stephen and his wife.
I know. There's lots of hairy men standing around watching you. I imagine what dogging feels like. You know?
High-scale dogging.
You know what that is?
It's like...
I learned what dogging... When I was shooting at the Huntsman here, there was a show about dogging. Otherwise, I would have no idea what that is.
Yeah, it's not... It's I don't know why I said that.
Can I just say...
I'm in a lot of trouble when I get home.
No, because the Huntsman's filmed in woods. I thought you were going to say... And there was a dogging site right there.
One of our unit bases was in a well-known northern dogging car park. And you could see that from the detritus left around the thing. And we were filming a night shoot, and every sort of 20 minutes a car would drive in and the person would stop and look around and then slowly reverse.
It's very hard to explain. I won't even try.
I'm going to YouTube it later.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah, some sort of firewall will explode. Yeah. The hotel Wi-Fi will just... All right, now, very quickly, episodes. It's coming back, but is this the last series?
It probably is, yeah. We start filming in a couple of weeks.
OK.
I spent all day costume fitting. They keep trying to get me in shorts. I don't think Brits look good in shorts. I look like a scoutmaster who should be on some sort of register. Aussies are born with shorts on, aren't they? They can handle it. They can pull it off.
We are. We just cut the legs off our pants.
Yeah. The Brits, yeah.
So. Now, Episodes is made by Showtime in the States and BBC Two here, so you can kind of say what you like.
Yes, we can.
But then, because it's shown on airplanes and in other countries, do you have to reshoot it? Because it's quite rude, some of the
It's really rude, and if you say something, if you say then rather than later on having fudge, you know, dubbed on, we just do a sort of TV-safe version afterwards, which is more hilarious than the real thing. And we did a scene earlier on about, because we play two Hollywood writers, and we did a scene about, we had the word in the script, and you can't say on TV. What other words are there for? So we did this whole scene, and then we had to do a TV-safe version of the same scene, which is very hard when you can't say the word that you're not allowed to say in the first place. So you can't say can you, on American television? It was that kind of...
But you can.
But you can. To say a word that you could say and pretend you couldn't say it.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous.
Have you guys all done this?
Yeah.
Yeah, for airplanes, I feel
Yeah,
like.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just later on, you're just adding something into some weird, yeah.
Oh, so you
You're
do
like,
it
duck. I'm like, makes no sense at all.
Fluff. You know? Things that just don't match the scene. Of.
Not at all.
You're a fluffing idiot.
Yeah.
Fluff off. Anyway.
Have you done it?
I did it for Zero Dark 30. There's a big line in the movie. I'm not going to say it because it's probably not allowed, but I'm the...
But try it. Try it.
I'm the...
Oh, you can't say that.
Yeah, exactly. But to try to... I mean, what do you do? Like, so we were trying... I'm the mother... gangster who found this place. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. It becomes a comedy after.
You're like, I'm the mother duck.
But it has to be the same amount of syllables.
Yeah, no, it's hard.
And it has to kind of look like what your mouth is doing. It's very bizarre.
But also, you've got, in your arsenal, of course, you have lots of German swear words.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, my dad's from Germany. What? Oh,
That's my favorite thing. I
German
worked with Daniel Brühl,
I
and
like
which
Daniel
I know.
Brühl.
And he taught me the dirtiest German stuff. I just love it.
Well, then you know.
Yes, it's the best.
Yeah,
it's
it's
the best
satisfying.
language to swear in.
Yeah.
I've never seen a guest more keen on a subject.
I was like, yeah, Jessica.
I thought she liked dogging, but no, German swearing, that's the one.
What's your favorite? It's a good one.
I like. And you gotta take your time, which means. Oh. Or hengst is stallion. But my favorite is kommen Sie hier.
Come here, yeah.
Tanze eine kleine Tanze, which means dancey little dance.
German cursing that I am. That's amazing.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah. Listen, it is music time. Now, you're in for a treat. This man is a homegrown talent whose star is definitely on the rise. Here performing Stronger Than Ever from his hot debut album. Please welcome Raleigh Ritchie. How good was that? Come over, dude. Oh, great job. Seriously, really good job. Come and meet everybody. That's Raleigh Ritchie down here. Very good. Have a seat, do. That's good. Thank you. Yeah. And congratulations on that. That is on your new album, You're a Man Now, Boy. And the album's great. You must be so proud of this.
I'm very proud of it, yeah. It's been a long time in the making.
It's excellent. It's excellent.
Thank
and
you.
if it doesn't depress you, so, I mean, I'm the wrong person to praise this album, but it's really good.
Why?
Well, you don't want 53-year-old people liking your music.
Yes, I
That's career suicide. Your label are going, contract, tear it up. Wrong demographic. This is all going horribly wrong. By the way, if people are, because people at home might be, I hate to do this, people might be looking at you thinking, I know that guy. You don't live near him. Well, maybe you do. Yeah. But no, you've been in lots of things. You're an actor as well as a musician.
I've worked with Stephen on episodes.
Yeah, you were Kevin, weren't you?
You remember the name?
Yeah.
I didn't even remember the name. Sorry.
It's all that music. I like your music too.
Thank you very much.
I'm old as well, so you're in trouble. Barry Manilow called, he loves it.
That's good.
Right.
Also, I should say, the big thing is Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Yes.
So who do you play? Oh, no, you know. Yes, Jessica loves.
I'm obsessed.
Really? Game of Thrones, dogging, and German cursing. Those are our three.
You know her.
You play? Is it Grey Worm you play?
Yeah, this season, though, they're changing his name to Sarah.
Good.
Yeah. But in the show, you don't have a Grey Worm.
No, do you know what? I think the worm is there, but the worm's feet are there.
The back wheels are gone.
What would you
But
say?
does the worm, does the
Back wheels are
worm
gone.
work without the wheels?
I don't know.
What is going on?
Euphemism.
Yeah.
Right?
Remember what we were talking about?
Oh, yeah,
It's
right,
a Grey
right.
Worm.
Yeah.
But no, you play a eunuch.
I do, yeah.
Yes.
You'd
And
be
then-
so surprised how many conversations I have with people that end up becoming all about penis-related things. That's my life.
Yeah.
Where's your beer?
Yeah, get that down. Okay, Raleigh Ritchie, everybody. Very good. Now, before we go, just time for a visit to the very large red chair. So, who's there? Who's there?
Hi.
Hello, who are you?
I'm Mia.
Mia, lovely.
Yeah.
And where are you from, Mia?
I'm from Leicester.
Leicester!
Top of the league.
Never has a town got less.
Okay.
Are you at the show by yourself?
No, I'm with some friends who are from London.
Oh, so they couldn't even be bothered to cheer. Your poor friend is in the chair going, Leicester, and you just go, sit in your hands. She wanted to do it. Yeah, I'm not cheering. Are you cheering? I'm not cheering. Okay. And do you live here now?
No, I'm on Easter holiday, so I'm just visiting.
Oh, what a lovely holiday destination you've chosen. She's all for the Brexit. OK, so off you go with your story, Mia.
So I was at a university reunion in Baslow, which is up north, somewhere in a big country house. We've not seen each other in a while. Sorry. We were just having drinks, went to the pub, got a bit leery at the pub, no pants dance, teddy bear rolls, just standard on a night out. We go back, have some more drinks. And then me and my friend go to get some drinks in the utility room, and it's winter, it's just the winter just gone, so it's really cold. And the door shuts, and there's no handle on the other side of the door, so we're like, oh, this is the utility room, no drinks in here anyway. Banging on the door, half an hour, an hour and a half. They've all gone to bed. As soon as we get to bed, we realise that we're stuck in this utility room. It's about -3 degrees, and there's a dog basket and some coats, and we've watched a bit of Bear Grylls, so I think we're just going to maybe have to get in the dog basket with my friend's parents' coats all around us, try to make some bed, and realised that you have to sort of take your clothes off to stay really warm, because it was really, really cold, Graham, it really was. And then no one's coming, we're banging on the door, we've got no phones, there's no toilet. I really, really need a wee at this point. There's just a bowl. So with the dog basket, you know, that happens. Then one thing leads to another in the dog basket, and he gets injured anyway.
OK, there are so many bits of this story missing. So you're having sex in a dog basket?
I'm not. I'm absolutely not.
One thing led to another. What else does that mean?
I just knew you'd make that in your day. And if he gets injured, there's a lot of blood everywhere going on.
Like the dog?
There's no dog. Pull the lever, Graham.
I'm going to pull the lever. Those friends.
Pull the lever, I like that.
Those people over there, you are not her friends. Yeah, no, tell that story. Tell it. Pretty good. The one where a guy bleeds in a dog basket while you're having sex with him.
Is that the first time someone's pulled the lever on
I think it's the first time we've had Harry Carey on in the red chair. Too much, I can't. I don't know where this story's going. Should we try another one? Try another one. OK, here we go.
This is want to hear the ending.
Hello, sir.
Hi.
Now, see, now, they love you. They love you. Where are you from?
I'm from Stanford in the Vale, near Oxford.
Lovely. And what do you do, sir?
I'm now retired.
From?
From IT.
Ooh.
IT.
That's a good friend. They're a good friend.
IT. Off you go with the story, sir.
Right, well, my wife and I decided to take our daughter and her fiancé out for a celebration engagement party or dinner at a nice Thameside restaurant. And we arrived at the restaurant, and we, party of 8, sat down and started on the champagne for about 2 or 3 bottles. And then the waitress came over, introduced herself as Christina, and she said that she was the waitress for the evening, and that it was her birthday. So when she disappeared to get the starters, I arranged for the adjoining tables and our table to give her a resounding chorus of "Happy Birthday, Christina." So she returned, and suddenly we all broke into song and wished her happy birthday, and she was very red-faced and embarrassed and disappeared and went to get her manager, who came back, and he immediately discovered what the problem was, because he explained that well, Christina was, well, she was from the EU, and that she was telling us that it was her first day. And it was her birthday.
I love that he's laughing the most.
That's a good story.
He's cracking up the most.
Blushing too.
Yeah, either war. Thank you. Good story. Good story. Well done, everyone. And if you'd like to join us on the show and have a go on the red chair, you can contact us via our website at this very address. Listen, before we go, we would just like to say a special thank you and good night to the man who inspired our red chair, the great Ronnie Corbett, who has died at the age of 85. He was always one of our favourite guests here on the show. And we just wanted to send our love and sympathy to Anne and the family. All right, that is it for tonight. So please say a huge thank you to my guests. Raleigh Ritchie! Stephen Mangan! Kirsten Dunst! Jessica Chastain! And Mr. Chris Hemsworth! Join me next week with music from Meghan Trainor and a packed sofa of acting talent. We've got Eric Bana, Ricky Gervais, Ewan McGregor, Kevin Costner, and Dame Helen Mirren. I'll see you then. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye!